Good morning, Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. Happy Friday. You may have seen earlier today, but if not, I'll get to break the news to you that we announced that Southwest Airlines has added a direct flight from Lubbock to Houston Hobby. It begins in the spring. They'll fly 6 days a week. It's a great add to our air service, and I think it's represents and sort of underscores the fact that our economy is growing, that it makes sense to better connect Lubbock to other parts of the state and the country. Great news there. Earlier this week, the City Council met for a full day and did a planning meeting. Look, we reconfirmed our priorities. We still have those 6 priorities: fiscal discipline, communication, community improvement, public safety, growth and development, and then finally a focus on redevelopment and economic development. So we're still going to stick on that. You pretty much can get everything underneath there, but that's what we're focused on. We heard from a couple speakers that day. Ron Hollyfield, who works with a bunch of municipalities around the country, talked to us about what we should think about as elected officials in the next 5 to 10 years. Chancellor Mitchell came at lunch and talked about West Texas and Texas Tech and Lubbock and how it all works together, and both encouraged us as well as gave us some good ideas. We had some good dialogue. And then finally, we spent a good part of the afternoon talking about future capital needs. Remember that a lot of our work the last 3.5 years has been on culture, it's been on fiscal discipline, it's been on public safety. It's just trying to make sure that we're sort of running the railroad the right way. We also need to look out in the future. We've got some needs that we can't take care of in an annual operating budget, that we'll have to eventually go to citizens and ask for some funding. Streets, we're going to need a new fire station. There's a number of things that we talked about. You can watch all of that in video on demand. I encourage you to spend a little time looking into that. We have a council meeting next Tuesday. Remember that in November and December, we move, instead of the 2nd and 4th weeks, we move up to the 1st and 3rd weeks to avoid the holidays. So we'll meet next Tuesday, November the 5th. And I'll report back on that next week. So several announcements. This afternoon at 3 o'clock, we have a new Lubbock Police Cadet class graduating, 19 new police officers. It's at 3 p.m. at the Civic Center. Anybody is welcome. You're welcome to come to that. We're proud of that group of cadets. Next Friday, the Addiction and Recovery seminar that I spoke about, or symposium that I spoke about last week at the Civic Center. It's free, but you need to go on to select a seat and get a ticket. We've already had well more than 200 tickets spoken for. It should be a great day. And 2 weeks from today, on Friday the 15th of November at 3 o'clock in the City Council chambers, our new police chief, Floyd Mitchell, will be sworn in. That's also a public event. We encourage you to join us that day, to participate in that. We'd certainly like to pack the council chambers for that. Finally, tonight's First Friday Art Trail, a highlight of every month in our community. There's so many great things going on in Lubbock right now. It's a wonderful time to be here. I thank you for your support, your good ideas, your prayers. I'll talk to you next week, and I hope you have a great weekend.